Govinda Govinda. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Kum is, yes, she's in West London, the Californian district of West London. You see, Kum Didi, devotees see you and automatically you bring joy to their hearts. This is the nature of the Vaishnavas. So, I'll ask Devashish, I've already given some introduction, so we can ask Devashish Prabhu to say just a word or two about the Spiritual Recharge Festival, and then we'll ask the devotees to share some thoughts.
Yes, Maharaj, I just, and so that I don't lose my entire train of thought, I just want to finish what I was telling the devotees.
Please do so, yes.
So we were talking about the accumulation of wealth and praying to Krishna to make our desires come true, etc. And we were talking about utilizing wealth in Krishna's service. So utilizing the best of everything for Krishna's service, as Srila Prabhupada taught us that. You know, that if you live in a wealthy country, then you should use that wealth to offer Krishna the very best of everything. And
Hare Krishna.
And some devotees visiting Guru Maharaj were discussing this with Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj was saying, yes, this is Swami Maharaj's principle, and it's very good and everything. During the conversation, Guru Maharaj said, but there are those sadhus who love poverty. And that those visiting devotees, they were completely shocked. Oh, poverty, they love poverty. They couldn't get their head around that at all. And Guru Maharaj said, yes, some devotees, they like very much poverty. It's very suitable for their temperament. And Guru Maharaj was that type of Vaishnava. He liked poverty. He liked simplicity. And sometimes he would say, and I want to make my life even more simple. Sometimes I think it's becoming too complicated and I want to simplify even more. And really that's the essence of a sadhu. They want simplicity in life, and Guru Maharaj was very much like that. And anyway, that was the point I wanted to make about that yes, we should use everything that we have in the service of Krishna, but not necessary for us to be ambitious for wealth. Wealth will come or not come. That's according to our karma that will come to us. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, there's nothing you can do to make that happen because it's already predestined. And there's nothing you can do to prevent your karma from happening because it's already predestined. So don't waste your time in doing either of those things. That will happen as it's meant to happen. Utilize your time for the service of Krishna. And similarly, Krishna knows what we need in our life, and he can provide that for us. And he knows better than we do, because we often think we need things that we don't need. And when we get those things, they spoil us. So money, the accumulation of money, definitely that spoils us, unless you're an exceptional case like Sudama Vipra, who Guru Maharaj said he accepted, all the great gifts that were given to him by Lord Krishna. He said, with a service-centric heart. So he didn't think like, hey, jackpot, I've won the lottery. Let's celebrate, let's have a big party, let's go on holiday, to Barbados or something. No, he didn't think that. And let's be honest, most of us, if we suddenly inherited a huge amount of wealth, maybe, using it for Krishna's service might be on the list somewhere, but probably not on the top of the list. Probably the top of the list would be like, okay, when do we book our flights to Hawaii or wherever, like wherever it is. So,
there are devotees in Hawaii.
Yeah. But we don't really aspire for that, or if we do, we hope that Krishna will make us see sense anyway, yes. So, but as far as this festival, the spiritual recharge festival, really is so nice. It's so nice to come here and be with the devotees here. A lovely morning and evening program, seeing Srila Gurudev's Pushpa Samadhi Mandir. That's very, very gratifying to our heart, and to see all the Vaishnavas here. And they're all engaged from morning to night. After the morning program, when breakfast is finished, service begins and nobody stops until the evening program, basically. A little break for lunch and then back to service, some service again, and then the evening program. And every day it's like that. And anyone who comes here, they're automatically signed up for that. There's no question of not being on that roster now, you know. So it's very nice and it's very inspiring. It actually does make us feel like we feel spiritually surcharged, spiritually rejuvenated, and I'm sure that all the other devotees will agree with me on that. So why don't we hear from the other devotees? That would be very nice.
And I think we should start by asking to Devashish, we already asked Devashish. We should start by asking to Munindra Mohan Prabhu and Krishna Kanta Dasi, because they're sitting side by side, and they are here as two of the 4 pillars who are here. There are 2 of the 5 pillars, there are 2 of the 4 pillars. We'll hear from the other 2 in a few minutes. But we'll ask to Munindra Mohan and Krishna Kanta Dasi to say a few words about the festival and how they have been recharged. I think you need to take this down. Okay, so this is Munindra Mohan Prabhu and Krishna Kanta Dasi.
Okay, Dandavat all. Wow. I was already recharged because some degree recharged because Ukrainian devotees join us, and they are very nice, very beautiful devotee. Then more devotee came, and Devashis Prabhu came, and I was more recharged.
Overpowered. Just ask Saraswati, is it loud enough?
Saraswati is loud enough, the voice, or we need?
It's perfect. Dandavat. So happy to see you.
Yes, Dandavat indeed. So, like in the one of the first main shloka of Bhagavad Gita, he recite that when the devotee get together and they talk about Krishna, they feel immense ecstasy and pleasure. Maybe not that, but in small degree is that what happened. We are charging each other's, sharing what is our wealth in the heart, and listen each other's. Also sometimes not even necessary to talk, but some heart transaction going on, just living together and chanting together, dancing together, doing service together. And that's my experience, very simple. I feel recharged because many devotees are here.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy to be with you all. I always try to escape the Zoom because I'm shy to speak like this, but we are forced by the Vaishnava to say something. So now I can say we are very happy to see you all and to be here with all the devotees, of course. And I'm always very impressed hearing Devashis Prabhu lecture. You know, you all join the Zoom with him. So he's very inspiring, and what can I say? Even though some of the things we heard, many times, maybe, or maybe not many times, but when you hear it again from someone who has realized that, then it becomes more more real. And like I was thinking, how many times we heard this conception that we cannot change the world, but we can only change our consciousness. But yesterday again, I heard from Devashis Prabhu, and he was telling how, yes, actually, if we change our consciousness, if we raise our consciousness to a certain level, then the world will change for us. That is the thing, because the world is the way we perceive the world. So what kind of consciousness we have now, we perceive the world in a certain way. But when we connect our consciousness, when we hear from a higher source, when we connect our consciousness with realized souls, and they give us some of their vision, they transmit their vision, then also our vision of the world change. And I mean, I heard this, and we may have read on Facebook many kind of phrase like this, like you cannot change the world, but you can change yourself. It doesn't make real sense until you realize that. And it is true that the only things that we can do is to change ourselves and to adjust our vision, to change regulate our vision, how we perceive ourselves, how we perceive the world. And this we can do together with devotees, realized soul. And this is actually our practice, to adjust our vision. This is what our gurus say, proper religion is to get properly adjusted, to adjust our vision. So this is what we're trying to do here with the Vaishnavas, and they're helping very much in doing that. And so we feel very much recharged by connecting ourselves with this higher source of knowledge. And as I say, it's not just an ordinary knowledge that we can get on Google or like this in ordinary book of school. Actually, that knowledge is better to forget it. It's just taking space in our brain that is unnecessary. Like all the sadhana is to try to delete these files that we have acquired in school. And have a special trash bin, yes, and delete. And as more as we proceed in Krishna consciousness, as more we realize, I mean, how much nonsense we have learned, useless really information we receive, sometimes not just useless, but wrong and harmful. And so to get rid of all this, trash, it is rubbish. It is actually, just to throw away all this rubbish from our consciousness. It is the practice of, our sadhana bhakti, and to fill our consciousness with the positive, with the truth, the reality, the real knowledge that comes from the Vaishnavas. So we're all very recharged, and someone has the microphone on, Bhagavan Das, and is making some noise here. And just thank you very much.
Jai Krishna Kanta Devi, Jai Munindra Mohan Prabhu ki Jai. And by the way, that talk that Krishna Kanta is referring to, last night Devashis Prabhu gave a talk, and really it was a very, very nice. I mean, everybody was inspired, and because it's a living talk. And afterwards, I asked the devotees, so it was recorded, wasn't it? And the devotee said, no, it wasn't recorded.
Well, you see, it is recorded.
But I actually felt that, we have many things that are recorded. This world, actually, we have so much we can plug in and hear a recording. But part of how it was such a special talk was, it was live and it was from the heart, and not like it's not a like second-hand thing, a first-hand thing. So one point is, we heard so much from Gurudev and Guru Maharaj that was never recorded also. I mean, it's not that every moment of every day, then Gurudev was being recorded or Guru Maharaj was being recorded. So much which is just a living relationship. Like in your family, you don't you're not sitting recording your mum and your dad, everything they're telling me. Oh, that was very good instruction. Now say it again, mum, so I can record it and keep it in my computer, because my computer's got a big hard drive like this. And then, oh, I might listen to it later. I might listen. Oh, yes, mum, I might listen to what you tell me later. I've recorded it. Not like that. So the living, being able to be with the devotees is actually very special. And so Devashis Prabhu's talk of yesterday, it's recorded in the ether, if any of you are a good receiver and would like to catch it. But the theme was, as Krishna Kanta said, we need to harmonize with the environment. And that is very much Guru Maharaj. We have our teachers. It's not, we've invented something. And so all the devotees are reflecting what we've received from our teachers. Devashis Prabhu was with Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Guru Maharaj, with Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj. He's with them. He's got many things which may also be on recordings, but so many things each of the devotees have, which are simply that life experience with our spiritual parents, Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj. So anyway, beautiful talk, not recorded on any digital thing, but just sharing that, because everybody afterwards, they're thinking, yes, I think I'll be a devotee now. Kind of a good conclusion for a talk, and everybody wants to be a devotee. I also think I should be a devotee now. Here is Shanti Moyi and another of the pillars of the mat. And as we pass by to Shanti Moyi, here's Madhusudan Prabhu, who's always very quiet and humble and a very energetic and capable servitor. But we're coming by his request. Here's Shanti Moyi Devi.
Dandavat, everybody. Yes, so last night, in fact, I wasn't here when Devashis Prabhu was giving the class. We were outside and
doing service.
And then I was like little complaint before the recharge started, because we had just booking for customers coming for, lunch or dinner, but not actually to the program. Until someone show up, they brought, oh, I'm coming, very few. And again, quality. I mean, very, very few get, to really, they just by Shukriti come in connection. And so I wasn't at the class, and I was just outside at the kiosk, and then one of the guests was again here with us tonight. So she was very inspired. And she came out from, being with devotees, listening to the beautiful, inspiring class. And I didn't hear the class, but just looking at her, I was like,
I missed something.
No, I was like, well, something great, you heard. You can see, the transmission is really, again, heart to heart. And also, same as Munindra Krishna Kanta was saying, that I told her too that when it comes from someone who is coming from their heart, from the soul, and realizing it's true, and then you believe them. So yeah, that was, we inspiring each other, and it's always also being with devotees is beautiful, but also to be able to inspire someone who is just coming and checking out, and they're very happy, is even more inspiring. It really gives us happiness, and they recharge us. So thank you.
Giant.
Yeah. So I'm passing on.
The Vaishnava is very humble. Would you like to say something?
No, I can't.
Well, he has the best English.
No, that's English for me.
Right,
only for Maharaj, that's English.
And Vrindavan Chandrababu. So
No, yes, we can translate. Many can.
okay, no problem. We don't. There's no pressure on anybody. But we do have here Nadia Sundari Devi, and she would like to share something. She's coming from Ukraine and ever active, as all the devotees are, ever active in all varieties of service.
Dandavat to all. actually for me to speak similar, like to speak for Madhurananda, because it's like to jump with parachute, even more scary. But I also want to share that yes, yesterday the program was. Even I was willing to share what I heard, but I couldn't in any language, not in my native, not in English, for devotees who missed it, because you understand why. And I just wanted to tell that for me it wasn't like recharging, because recharging for me it's like you lose the energy and you needed energy. For me, I needed cleaning. Like it was very beautiful lecture about sadhana bhakti, and there was words of Devashis Prabhu that when we try to do that, our impurity is rising. So that was what was going on with me, and actually it's very painful. And after yesterday lecture, it was like also explained everything, and everything was put it on proper places, about once again a huge reminder of not criticizing anybody, because this is also my huge problem. And one devotee also from Ukraine, she's not here, she compared presence and voice of Devashis Prabhu like the wave. I can also call it like tsunami of beautiful kirtan, and also like the lecture, it's also like gives something amazing. So very happy to have such association and to have such pure devotees. So I think you all are very happy to also there in London. So Maidan Davats to all, and thank you.
We've stolen your Devashis Prabhu. And we've also been accused of stealing.
Yes, you are all very greedy. We are here lonely.
And we're also being accused of stealing because we have devotees here from Latvia. And so there are two devotees. Come and sit side by side for a moment. We've got, actually not two, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe devotees from Latvia here, but two devotees today. They have a little bit of recharge news for you. And this is Hari Gopal Prabhu, who is looking even younger because he just shaved up, and also Udaran Prabhu. So they can give you a little news from here. You just move it according to that you're in the picture. We are in the picture. Okay, so please. So first of all, Udaran Prabhu, please, a few words.
Well, good evening, everyone. My English is not perfect, so I speak just a little bit. So I'm arrived here for 1 week, not only to this festival, and what can I say, that I'm here the second time, and this is like spiritual recharge as well. That was the first time, and this is now, because we have here a lot of Hari Katha, so definitely there you can hear a lot of beautiful things as well. Here is definitely will be a lot of prasadam. Definitely will be a lot of service to do. So you will be definitely recharged to be here. So I am very, very thankful for the Zoom Darshan and devotees who lives here, and also very wonderful that with us here is Sriman Devashis Prabhu, who gave us a lot of lections that is very, very inspiring. Thank you.
Jai Udaran Prabhu.
Dandavad devotees. Yes, we have been stolen from Latvia. There's, I think, 5 or 6 maybe even devotees, and the total amount of devotees is like 10.
And 4 more are
And-
coming after 2 days.
Oh, and there's 4 more coming as well. So yeah, it's gonna be
6 plus 4
Latvian
equals.
festival.
this. Yeah, so the Latvian programs are suffering a bit, but we're getting recharged very much in the association of very great Vaishnavas, very qualitative people and sadhus. It's just so much seva, kirtan, harikatha, very much prasadam, very good prasadam. It's just a very actually unexpected. I didn't know what I was getting into, to be honest. I just wanted to come and live in the association of sadhus. Turns out I got much more than I wanted and expected, but I'm really happy about it. Yeah, definitely. Oh yes, and today was a fire sacrifice for us. We were sacrificed. Yeah, that was this morning, long ago. We were sacrificed into the fire, and now we have
Rebirth.
we're reborn now. So that's cool.
Jai Hari Gopal Prabhu. And this is the London Zoom. He's coming to London soon.
Oh, yeah.
Saraswati, not just on London Zoom, he's going to come to London soon. When we come, he's going to join us as well. And he's energetic and he can do every seva at the same time. I'm not sure, but there we are. A born servitor. Mom and dad are devotees, and here he is, devotee.
He's a grown up. We know him from Navadvip.
I know.
Everyone
He's always going to be a child in Navadvip to us.
knows me.
But he's now 21 years old, isn't he?
Yeah, wow. Yes.
So a young man. And Nama Priya Devirasi, she is here also with us. Please make sure it's screen nicely. And a few words from Nama Priya, from Latvia also, one of the stolen Latvians.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat to all devotees, and super happy to be here with you. And I can say that I'm definitely spiritually recharged because that love and dedication with which devotees live and serve here, it's amazing. And Shanti Moyi said that after all these years, she goes to sleep and she can't believe that this is happening. And she gets up in the morning, she can't believe that it's happening, that it's such an amazing place here. And she can be here. So you can really feel that love and ever new appreciation for Hare Krishna, for Gurudev. It's always present here, and also it's getting to all the hearts that are being attracted by this place. So you can see that all the people feel this mood here, all the devotees that are here, all the guests, they are being attracted by this mood. So I'm definitely spiritually recharged. And if you haven't been here, so I would definitely suggest to put this, visiting Villa Govinda on your bucket list, definitely. Hare Krishna, Jai.
And from Israel we have also Nadia Sundari Devirasi, and she's always lively with her chatting, and I'm sure she can chat something with us. By the way, the devotees have been remembering yesterday evening's talk of Devashis Prabhu, because we all have very short memories, but actually there've been a whole bunch of talks and readings, and just being with the devotees together. And so it's not only yesterday evening's to one talk, it's like a continuous interaction with each other and learning from each other. And young Hari Gopal Prabhu, who you heard from just now with the shaved head, you see, the young ones can teach others what they know. He's very good at playing Mridanga. He learned this in our main temple in Navadvip in India, in Chaitanya Saraswat Math. And as a boy, he naturally picked it up when he's 9, 10, 11, 12, these years of his life. And so he's very good teacher, patiently teaching how to play mridanga, like as a workshop, as for those who want to learn. And so it's wonderful that everybody can learn from somebody else who's got some quality, some ability. And also in the kitchen, automatically devotees are learning how to cook wonderful things, so many things. So it's not that our recharge program is only one day, it's day by day by day, but we all have short memories. So we're still remembering last night and today. What did we do today? Okay, over to Nadia Sundari. She's come from Israel and she's with us for a few days and she chants Hare Krishna and she's happy. So here we are. Please make sure it's nicely.
Hare Krishna, please accept my obeisances to everybody. Louder?
Yes.
I will try.
So we can hear as well.
Hare Krishna, to my regret, I cannot say that I'm already spiritually recharged because my spiritual level is so low that I need more and more and more. But I can say that actually the festival hasn't finished yet because the lectures are going on. Today we had a fast sacrifice and nearly every day Harigopal Prabhu is giving lessons of playing mridanga. And today in the kitchen, I had a workshop of how to make gazpacho for prasadam. So the festival is going on and I'm being recharged in present moment. Yes, thank you.
Oh, and we are returning another
We have what?
Returning.
Oh, returning.
So thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Dandavat.
Yes. Okay, so from London, we do have some stolen property. The Shanti Moyi said, oh, we're returning this stolen property to London very soon. Going back quite soon is Ananda Swarupini Devi Rasi, who's been so helpful. She's like a natural ashram lady. She sees what needs to be done. She does whatever's like on the schedule, but she sees what needs to be done and does it. This is really a good quality for living in a temple. So Ananda Sarupini. And today she lost her spectacles, so maybe she can't see you too well. But
everyone. It's okay. Big theme, spiritual recharge. Well, it's been the 2-month spiritual recharge. I'm not a speaker. I'm not sure what to say. It's been absolutely.
what have you
best
learned?
time of my
What
life.
have you learned? Nothing.
Well, to cook pasta at the end of the meal rather than very embarrassing. I mean, I just feel so lucky, grateful. I feel like I'm expected to say something fancy. I don't know. It's just been a big healing, recharge journey. I mean, like, what have I learned? I mean, like, I haven't, for example, I haven't learned enough about the garden because I'm not very good at it. So it means I have to come back and learn more. Not to walk on top of potatoes no, but I'm just saying silly things. Just feel happy that everyone's been energizing everyone else. Everyone's really beautiful, loving, kind, giving, and we'll feed off each other. So I've just been a really lucky environment. And it's been kind of the end of my journey here with Devashis Prabhu from London coming here to kind of, it's felt like the two temples together, kind of married. Well, and it's so wonderful having Devashis here with Maharaj, like, and everyone. I'm just repeating myself. Happy, Ki Jai. Thank you for sustaining me, all of the devotees. Thank you. The end. Okay.
Anyhow, dear devotees, we've got more and more devotees have joined us in the meantime. Okay, dear devotees have joined us, also very happy. And actually, we can consider that really it's an excuse by making the name, oh, we're going to have a spiritual recharge festival. It's an excuse for devotees to come together. And really, we always encourage, try to find an excuse always for gatherings of the Vaishnavas. And then it is the natural life of a devotee is to be with devotees and to share with each other. And as Krishna Kanta Munindra said earlier on, that what is the very basis of our spiritual life, our association? It is sharing. Machita, Madgata, Prana, Bodhayanta, Parasparam. The second verse of the Chatu Shloki, the four principal verses of Bhagavad Gita, saying that by the devotees coming and sharing their understanding, their realization, their service life, sharing their mood together, this is giving life to each other. And so, I mean, the temple here runs very, very sweetly with the simple rules of the house. Everybody comes to the morning arti, the morning program, everyone comes to the evening program, take prasadam together and do some service. And then this is really it is the life of a temple. And this is the life of Chaitanya Saraswat Math, where so many of us got our initial charge and recharging day by day from our central temple established by Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, as run by Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. It was such a warm place where we have the sadhana, the spiritual practices, which we need. If we don't have spiritual practices, then we're not going to get our nourishment. We'll be just kind of thinking about it, talking about it, saying, how good, how healthy is this kind of food. Everyone talks about like vitamin D, you got to have your vitamin D in this food, vitamin A in this food, calcium from here and this from here. But we can talk about all the vitamins and calcium and all these things of our spiritual food. But if we don't take those foods, if we don't take the physical foods, you're not going to be healthy. You just talk about it. I know this great stuff. It makes you so fit and strong. No, but I don't take it. I'm too lazy to open the packet. Then what's the good? So the similar thing, we're hearing so much of the glories of Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, the processes of devotional service. But we simply need to put them into practice. And putting into practice the items of devotional service gives us life. As Guru Maharaj says, service, seva, service is life-giving, not life-draining. So the association with the devotees really, that's what it comes down to. And what are we all doing? We're trying to remind ourselves of the message of our great masters, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, so Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We've got such wonderful masters. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has brought for the first time to the West, to the world, and he had specific intention for London, brought for the first time this wave of Krishna consciousness, and to give the opportunity for everybody to come back not only out of suffering and pain and everything else, like liberated from the sufferings of this world, but to the land of joy, the land of Vrindavan, the land where every step is a dance, every word is a song, where the trees are laden with fruits and flowers, everything is offering for the Lord. Everything has Krishna at the center, love for Krishna at the center. And so that land is being given, we're being given access there by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur showed with all his energy what it is not and what it is. So this has made the path very clear. And that current, what he gave, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, all of Srila Guru Maharaj's godbrothers, the disciples of Srila Saraswati Thakur, all the leading disciples. So this came to Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And it's under Srila Sridhar Maharaj's guidance and his close association for over 10 years that Srila Prabhupada got the whole conception, the clear, clean conception of Srila Saraswati Thakur, came to the West, and by the blessings of the Lord, the grace of the Lord, he fulfilled Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's wish and made the world Krishna conscious, conscious of Krishna. And Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sri Ram Maharaj, he protected what he had gave and continued giving shelter, giving guidance to the devotees who understood Srila Prabhupada's regard for Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And that guidance was continued by Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj's successor, Srila Govinda Maharaj, all the way through till 2010. So under this guidance, the Krishna consciousness movement from 1965 to 2010 has been cared for by Mahabhagavats, by the greatest devotees. And so now we are all disciples, students. We all aspire to follow their direction as best as we can in this world. And so this is what we are sharing. It's not something invented. It's not something which is our own separate ideas. And all around the world, devotees are introducing, say, come, hear what Srila Govinda Maharaj had to say, Srila Sri Ram Maharaj had to say, Srila Prabhupada had to say. They're bringing us the message of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This is the message of Mahaprabhu, the wave to the world. So all devotees are happy together, but they're happy together with a common goal and a common shelter, being protected from all sorts of speculation and things, and happily going on doing service, chanting Hare Krishna, not seeing faults in others, seeing only faults in ourselves and trying to correct that. And not only not seeing faults in others, but in all the devotees, seeing their devotional qualities. So everyone's individual. No two snowflakes are the same, what to speak of devotees, but everyone has a different nature. But the devotional part of the devotee we're always associating with, to associate with. And so we are very happy that we've got lots of devotees on the screen with us also. I mean, on the screen means you are with us. We are seeing you, we are with you. And also in the recorded form, devotees will be seeing and hearing. And so we're just very happy that not only in the ashram here, but also we're able to share their heart, etc. with you all. So this is our little contribution for the London Spiritual Recharge, title given by Saraswati and Devashis Prabhu. So Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. And our time is going to be up. And I know our time is going to be up here, at least with the associates, because they have some important service they're going to do in a minute. And they've been very active today. Some of them have been getting lots of exercise, doing Vaishnava association in ways that in Chaitanya Charitamrita describing about various pastimes of devotees. So on this side of the world, we are going to bow out. Maybe a word from Devashis Prabhu in conclusion. Yes, not maybe, a word or more from Devashis Prabhu in conclusion, but just a few words, because now, Devashis Prabhu knows it's a London Zoom. The time is up and prasadam is served. That's the hidden, not so hidden message here. So we'll just come to Devashis Prabhu. And we all are very grateful that London has spared Devashis Prabhu to come here. And after he's here, by the way, after 2 days only, he's going to be going to California for attending the Govinda Mela there. So he's sharing his association generously in his retired age, retired time. Devashis Prabhu, briefly.
Yes, what can I say more? We're all so happy here together, giving inspiration to one another, and the devotees are very kind and generous to me also. I'm very happy to be with Madhusudan Maharaj. Our friendship goes back over 40 years, and I was happy in his association, and all of the devotees here actually. And I'm also looking forward to having all of your association in one way or another very shortly. I'll be back in London in a few days over the weekend. I can be with some of you. We're having a program on Saturday evening in Richmond. If you want more details about that, Saraswati is the person to speak to. And on Sunday, our program at the Green Street Temple. And Monday, Ishanuga and I flying to California, as Maharaj said, to be with all the devotees there, with Kumkum Didi and others, and we're very much looking forward to that. So I'm recharged. Yeah, I feel recharged. So just keep doing devotional service, keep giving inspiration to one another, support to one another, and I hope we can meet again, either in person or on the Zoom or wherever and however. Vaishnav Sangha, that's everything to us. Hare Krishna.
Give jais to Gurudev.
Jam Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jam Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. Jai London chapter Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math ki jai. Jai Sri Bilagovinda Ashram ki jai. Jai all the world devotees ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi.
Jai Sriman Devashis Prabhu ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.
Bhakti Ranjan
So we'll
Madhusudan
end-
Maharaj ki jai.
So we'll end here with Hari Harai Nama Krishna, but we'll dissolve after that. So join us for Hari Harai Nama Krishna, and then unfortunately we can't also serve prasad through Zoom yet. We're waiting for that invention. Jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. And maybe Ananda sir, you've been chanting. You can lead us today. First, I think 4 verses. Hari Harai Nama Krishna. Hari Harai Nama Krishna. Hari Harai Nama Krishna. Saparika Shri Guru Goranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar Juti Jai Shri Giriraj Baba Gopal Juti Jai Shri Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Jai Shri Guru Dev Ki Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. Dandavat, all devotees. See you soon. And so good to see you all. We've got so many VIPs with us too. The new inquirers and well-established, 50-year-old devotees with us. And please excuse if we weren't able to give proper honor to everybody, but we're very happy you've all been able to share in the program. Hare Krishna. As they say in Bengal and Bangladesh, Rupat knows, Amra Ashchi. We are not going, we are coming. That's what they say. Hare Krishna, Amra Ashchi. Dandavat.
Hare Krishna, Krishna